All right, now you can hear me. I got it. All right, all right. Hello, everyone. So glad that you're able to join in with us today. This is the BFTAA and More Show. I'm your host, Louis George Walker, coming to you with news and information that is pertaining to technology and to the black community, to our young people, to our middle-aged people, and to our seniors. Yes, yes, yes. We're bringing you this right here from KUAW Radio. KUAW stands for Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. It is a product of the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center and the Black Family Technology Awareness Association of Kansas City. We come together to form this radio station, KUAW, and to bring you news and information. Also would like to let you know that you can enroll your child in the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. We'll have some information of that coming up. Enrollment will be starting soon, so we want you to get ready. Get your pencils, your pens, be ready to write down the numbers that I give you, but I want you to be able to get your child enrolled into the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center for this school year for tutoring, for science and STEM education. We've got a lot of things. We've got competitive robotics and drone flying and all of that that's going to be happening here this year. So we want you to be a part of it and your family too. Yes, yes, yes. And as I say, I'm part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, a group that has been around going on 20 years in Kansas City, Missouri. And we are trying to bridge that digital divide that exists in the African American community, that still exists. And we've been here 20 years working on it. We can't get that bridge built, but we're going to continue and stay on the job and continue to work towards making this better for our community so that we can improve our standards of living, income, and so many other things. So we want you to keep listening. Tune in every week. We're here Mondays from 5 to 5:45, KUAW Radio. You can pick us up live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and soon to be on our own web page. We want to bring this video right up on our web page so you can go there and get the information also. And you can also listen to us live 24 hours a day. Well, you can listen to our recording broadcast, on our audio only side, which you just pick up the audio. There's no pictures, but you can hear this show that's going on right now. And I want to say you could hear it right now, but I got to flip the switch. There, now you can hear it right now on KUAW Radio. So KUAW, you can pick us up if you have Get Me Radio, the TuneIn app. If you have a Roku or Apple Fire Stick, search KUAW on online radio bot, on MyTuner, on the Radio Garden. All of those sites, you can pick up KUAW Radio. So if you just go into Google and search KUAW Radio, you'll see all the different ways you can pick us up. You can listen to us in your car if you have a Bluetooth-enabled radio. You can listen to us on the beach, across the country, and around the world through the power of the internet. That's what we are. We're an internet radio station, and we're coming to you live 24 hours a day. You can get the best in old school, some jazz, some funk. Yeah, we play a little bit of the blues. We've got a lot of talk shows going on. So check us out. This is KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station, and we're glad, just super happy that you're listening to us right now. And one of the things as we get to going in the day, there's a lot of things going on, AI and information overloads and hackers and fraud and all this stuff online. So we try to help you out with that. I've been dealing with some insurance problems myself. I had a car wreck, and I've been fighting with not fighting, but working with the insurance companies to see about getting a vehicle so that we can get on the road again. And it's been an interesting process, I tell you. So we're still working with that. We're going to continue to work and strive to do the best we can with this vehicle process that we're going through. So we're going to get right into the show today. One of the things that we like to bring to you to help our community is things that are going on at NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. That's one of the premier organizations that's doing research and development in computing, in aerodynamics, in space flight, in studying the earth and a lot of things. There's some other government agencies and private agencies that are working in the same fields, and I'm wanting to get the National Oceanographic organization. I'm going to start getting some information from them too. But right now we have NASA. This is your tax dollars at work, and we like to bring you some of the information that's going on with NASA. They're a big organization, and there's a lot of things that you can learn, and there's job opportunities in the future at NASA for a lot of us. So check it out, what's going on this week at NASA, and see if you can get excited, get the family excited about it. Here we are, this week at NASA.
Celebrating the Webb Space Telescope's first year of science, testing remote possibilities of a NASA humanoid robot, and a fleet of clean new rides for Artemis astronauts. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA. On July 12th, we celebrated our James Webb Space Telescope's first year of science operations with the release of this new Webb image of the Rho-Ophiuchi Cloud Complex, the closest star-forming region to us, some 390 light-years away. Since the release of Webb's first full-color images in July 2022, the telescope has discovered some of the earliest galaxies ever observed, delivered the most detailed views of atmospheres of planets outside our solar system, and captured new views of planets within our solar system. Learn more at nasa.gov/web. NASA and Western Australia's Woodside Energy plan to use a NASA Valkyrie robot to test robotic remote operations at the company's facilities. The collaboration could lead to improved operational safety and efficiency at the company's offshore and remote installations. The venture could also help NASA develop a remotely operated mobile robot capable of working in conditions not suited for humans, like those astronauts may encounter on future Artemis missions to the moon. On July 11th, 3 specially designed, fully electric, environmentally friendly crew transportation vehicles were delivered to our Kennedy Space Center by KUAW Technologies Incorporated. The zero-emission vehicles will be used to transport astronauts from the crew quarters at Kennedy to their rocket and spacecraft at Launch Pad 39B ahead of Artemis missions to the moon. NASA Armstrong's DC-8 aircraft is conducting a series of low-altitude flights over some of the most densely populated places in North America as part of a collaborative effort with NOAA. The project is called AROMA, short for Atmospheric Emissions and Reactions Observed from Megacities to Marine Areas. It looks at how urban emissions and atmospheric chemical reactions that stem from the use of everyday items like personal care products and cleaning agents affect air quality and climate. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/twan.
All right, that's what's going on at NASA right now. We're glad to bring that to you. A lot of good information. We've got some more information on NASA too coming up. But I want to let you know right now some things that you can do, and that is the W.E.B. Du Bois. It says, we're here to help your kids succeed. Enrolling in our free STEM reading, tutoring, and mentoring service is easy. So it's time for you to get started and enroll your child in the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. And here's how you can get started right now today. Visit our website, that's the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, to learn about our programs. Read through our educational partnership agreement, complete our online enrollment form, which will be available starting in August, so you can't enroll until August. Our services are available for students in grades 1 through 12, and we even offer technology literacy services for adults. Once enrolled, your child will receive 90-minute sessions once a week with a volunteer tutor or mentor. And to make sure we're making a difference, we assess each student at the beginning and the end of the year. Let's unlock your child's full potential together. For more information, please visit www.duboislc, that's Du Bois LC.org. So remember the website is www.duboislc.org. Free tutoring, We specialize in reading, math, science, technology. So check it out. Free tutoring and mentorship services are available. You can start enrolling in August. So we just got a couple of weeks, and it'll be time to start enrolling your young people in the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. One of the best tutoring services in the community. They've been around for 45 years, going on 50 years, or 50-year anniversary is coming up. So the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, a diamond in the community. So be sure and check it out. If you've got a child, a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, just somebody living in the neighborhood, tell them about the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center and get them enrolled in here. We also do robotics, which the Black Family Technology Awareness Association has competitive robotics teams that we run out of the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. That is part of the technology offered. Your kids can join a Lego or a VEX robotics team. We also have a drone academy. We had kids learning to fly drones. So the drone academy, the VEX and Lego robotics programs, right here at the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. We would love to have your child on one of our teams. They go to competitions, they learn about the way that robotics work, and they learn a lot about teamwork and how to work together to solve a problem. So we'd love to have your family, your child involved in our robotics program. So that's our commercial for right now. This was not paid for by anybody, but we just wanted to get that information out to you. All right. So as we continue on, let's look at some more of what's going on in space with NASA. They have another program called Space to Ground. So right now we're going to bring you NASA's Space to Ground.
Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Sandra Jones. This week we look ahead to a milestone in anticipation of a record-breaking stay in space, and science and research investigations kept the crew busy. NASA astronaut Frank Rubio is in the midst of a record-setting long-duration mission aboard the International Space Station. In fact, on July 18th, Rubio will spend his 300th day in space aboard the space station. When Rubio returns to Earth on September 27th, he will have spent a total of 371 days in space. This shatters the previous record for longest single spaceflight by a U.S. astronaut by 16 days, currently held by NASA astronaut Mark Vande Hei. Long-duration spaceflights such as these enable further studies into the effects of microgravity and spaceflight on the human body. One such investigation involves exercise requirements for crew members. On Thursday, NASA astronaut Steve Bowen performed the 0T2 experiment, which examines the effects on bone, muscle, and aerobic health and performance when crew members do not exercise on a treadmill during flights. These results could help determine whether other exercise regimes are adequate to maintain physical health on future missions. Currently, the crew on board the International Space Station exercises for about 2 hours per day on special space workout equipment, including a stationary bike, weightlifting machine, and treadmill. We have a question this week from Darren on Twitter, who wants to know if we will ever live on a different planet. Thanks so much for your question, Darren. The International Space Station, which has been continuously occupied since the year 2000, is a stepping stone and proving ground for long-duration human spaceflight. Spaceflights such as Rubio's record-breaking one help us learn critical lessons in pursuit of our journey further out into the cosmos. As NASA prepares to send humans back to the moon and on to Mars, the lessons and insights we gleaned from Space Station will help light that path. As always, we invite you to send us your questions using the hashtag AskNASA. And that's Space to Ground for this week. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right. That's one thing that you want to check out. You can send your questions at hashtag AskNASA. Hashtag or pound sign for some of the old heads. Use that and ask NASA to send your questions to NASA. That would be good information that you can get from them. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that and see what's going on in space. And that's one thing that people wonder is, why do we have that space station up there? What is it doing? Why it's been up there so long and all of that. Well, one of the things is that the staying in space a long time, we don't know what effect that has on you. And in the space station, they've been able to stay up there for a year and go back and stay a year. Those are things that are going to be needed, because to get to Mars is going to take a long time, over months, if not a year, to get to Mars and then to get back. So we have to know how people can live in space before we can talk about living on other planets. Living on the moon, as they're getting ready to go back to the moon and have people there for long durations. That's living outside of our atmosphere, living on another, it's not a planet, it's a moon, but another body other than Earth. And if we can have people live on the moon for a year or a couple of years at a time, or any long duration, that will help us understand how people can live in other parts of space, in other planets and stuff. How will the body react in a long term of weightlessness, and then in semi-weightlessness, or where your body's weighing half as much, or if you go to a larger planet where your body may weigh more than it does here on Earth. How's that going to affect you over a long term? Those are things that we have to find out. So I like to see the fact that they're up there. I didn't know the space station had been up, or I hadn't thought about it. I do remember when it went up, but since 2000. So that's 23 years that we've had this space station, and this was our second space station. For some of you that weren't around with the first one, but there was a space station called Skylab. Skylab was smaller, and I think they have a simulation of it down at the Smithsonian Space and Air Museum now. But Skylab was the first space station that we put up that people lived on for long durations. It only lasted a few years. I'll have to Google it to see how long Skylab did last. See if I can hit the Google button here and get that information for us. But I know it didn't stay up anywhere near 20 years. If it stayed up 10, maybe a lot. But let's see, Skylab, and we go to the Google for that. Skylab first launch occupied for 24 weeks. Wow, it was only up 24 weeks? No. Days in orbit, 2,249 days. So it stayed up 6 years. A little more than 6.5 years. Skylab was the first United States space station, or was that the... That's interesting. So Skylab was up for 6 years. Not bad. It made it. It was a good platform to get started with, and now we're moving on from there. So now we've been in space a lot longer than Skylab was, but what we learned there helped us with the next one. So the Skylab was the first United States station launched by NASA, occupied for 24 weeks between May 1973 and February 74. It was operated by 3 separate astronaut crews. Then they had Skylab 2, Skylab 3, and Skylab 4. So we've had a few more Skylabs than I thought. But Skylab was the first space station, and then they did more Skylabs. And we'll have to look and see the duration of each one of them. But yeah, that's where we learn things. And now with the space station that we have up now, it's been in continuous operation for years. So we get better at it the more we do of it. So another thing we wanted to talk about as we talk about how the world is steadily moving faster is these computers. I saw an article on a supercomputer. And they've been talking about supercomputers a lot, and every supercomputer gets beat by the next supercomputer. But Google, yeah, of all people, not just IBM in it, but Google has developed a a quantum computer that can instantly make calculations, super fast, super fast. The Chinese have been building supercomputers. There were supercomputers in other labs, but Google says it has the fastest supercomputer right now. It's faster than all of them. And it says, while in 2019, the machine that had 53 qubits, which are the building blocks of quantum computers, this next generation that it got has 70. So adding more qubits improves the quantum computer's power exponentially. So that means that the new machine is super fast. So the researchers said that it would take Frontier, which was the world's leading computer, 6.18 seconds to match the calculations from a 53 qubit computer. That was in 2019. In comparison, now they have a 70 qubit supercomputer. It would take that same computer where it could match a supercomputer in 6.18 seconds, or 6 and 1800ths of a second. So by adding up to 70 qubits in there, it would now take that same computer 47.2 years to match the same computations. So for the earlier phase supercomputers that could keep up a little bit, this new one that Google has can do calculations that would take the other computers 47 years to do. So computers are moving faster and faster. The one drawback, they said they haven't figured, it's not doing anything productive yet. It's the fact that it can do computations, but it's not really working. There's no programs running on it. But as we get faster and faster, these supercomputers will be able to do amazing things. You'll be able to figure out problems so much quicker. It's not that they're going to be moving around doing things. It's the fact that they can compute and come up with the answers or logic so fast. That's going to be amazing. So supercomputers are getting faster and faster. And I wonder, as you hook that up with AI, artificial intelligence, what all will be able to be accomplished in the near future. And as we talk about supercomputers, for those that are a little bit more nerdy around here, one of the things that they were saying is that a supercomputer, it works in quantum physics, or it's a quantum computer. And I was wondering what these qubits were, so I thought I'd look it up. And a qubit is a bit, like all computers are made, I always tell students when we're talking about computers, a computer is a really pretty dumb piece of equipment because it can only count O's and ones. Everything is either an O or a 1. It just counts them so fast that it can do calculations that are amazing, but the only thing it sees is O's and ones. Well, with quantum computing, instead of a bit just being either O or a 1, they can make a bit be an O and a 1 at the same time. So they can get two numbers represented out of one bit. So that lets it do things so much faster or so much more computations. They haven't wrote programs for that, but you're all of a sudden doing twice as much information. And if you can get 2 bits or two number O and a 1, or a 1 and a 1, or an O and a O in 1 bit space, you've doubled it. If you have 4 quantum bits, you can represent up to 16 numbers with those 4 bits. So it just exponentially lets you be able to do more calculations because of the number crunching it can do so much faster. A bit being an O or a 1, and as you hear them talk about how many bits of storage we got and how many bits of processing speed we have and all of that, then this would just be exponentially faster because each bit would actually be doing twice as much. So if you try to put out a letter or a word that may take 16 bits, you can do it in 4 bits. And the bigger it is, the smaller you can make it. So if it was something that took up, 300 bits, you maybe could make it in 20 bits so that it's just doing the computation so much faster because now it can represent 2 digits for each one. So that's an interesting thing in quantum physics. I guess they're working on it. They say it's kind of like working in a wave fashion, which seems weird to me because digital had always been so O and 1-y. Analog, which was our old way of communicating or the way we talk in waves, sound traveling in waves, that was passé. But now with the quantum physics, we're going back to a wave type of structure with digits. So, everything old is new again, but if I knew more about physics and this quantum stuff, it might really be exciting, but I am not that much of a mathematician, but it does, it is interesting to see the fact that we can do that kind of computing now. It's just speeding up so much more, and you would think the processors, the chips, all of that are going to be reading. Everything will just be able to work that much faster than it is today. So if you think you have a fast computer now and you think that you can see great graphics and do a lot of cool things, you ain't seen nothing yet. No, it's moving faster and faster. So we want you to continue to walk with us here at KUAW Radio. And if you don't know a lot about computers, that's okay. You don't have to be a computer nerd. If you want to learn about the basics of a computer, we do some computer classes for seniors. And we are trying to set those up to do them on a quarterly basis. And we'd love to have the interest in the community of people to come and learn about basic computing, basic operations of computers. We also want to start a class with basic cell phone information because a lot of people have cell phones and tablets and they have a hard time, say, doing things with that because if you're not real savvy with the computer, then that can get daunting to you. So you need to sign up, watch our website, the BFTAA, Black Family Technology Awareness Association. Watch our Facebook page, and you can go to our website, which is bftaa.org, and look for new classes for seniors that will be coming up. We will be working on trying to get more of those classes in. We've got to do some research and get some information out so that we can get funded for some of that. But we're going to be opening up more classes for seniors to come in and to learn the basics of computing. So we're going to be doing that in the future as this year goes. We want to continue to grow. If you'd like to volunteer with the Black Family of Technology Awareness Association, we'd love to have you. If you're interested in science, if you're a hobbyist, if you're a photographer, if you work with radio, if you're a good bookkeeper, your skill level can be wherever it is, but we can use volunteers. And if you'd like to volunteer with us, hit us up on Facebook or on LinkedIn. Our LinkedIn page, you can go to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, or you can go to my Louis George Walker page. And you can sign up or you can send us information that you'd like to join. If you go to our webpage, www.bftaa.org, you can actually sign up to be a volunteer on that page. We have a spot right in the middle, say for volunteers. You can click on it, and it'll bring up a form, and you can sign up to become a volunteer. So if you'd like to volunteer, let us know. We can get you that information and make it where you'll be able to jump right in and help out the community. If you want to give back, if you've already been through your career, if you're retired and you want to do something now to help young people or help your peer group in the community, the Black Family Technology Awareness Association could use you. Yes, we could use you as a volunteer. We have a lot of volunteers here, but we can always use one more. There's no group that has all the volunteers that need that I know of. So no, we don't need any more help. No, we can use all the help we can get. But we want you to join us and come and enjoy what we do in working with the community. Yes. Also want to let you know that we are on the STEM City page for Kansas City. Kansas City STEM City page now has a BFTAA lounge, a BFTAA room that you can go to and see and learn more about the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So if you want to find out about BFTAA, learn a little bit more about BFTAA, check out the Black Family Technology Awareness page on the KC STEM City USA, Kansas City page, and you will see us there. I don't have that up. I would see if I could bring that up on the website. And I may do that so you can see our new page. And I want to thank all the people, Mr. William Wells, and all the people at Career Communications that have worked to make STEM City what it is. And I will bring up that page so that you can see our new page at STEM City USA. Let's see if we can get that up here and show it to you, because it's a lot better room. STEM City, Kansas City, yes, we can get there. And we'll bring that up for you. Wait a minute. And let's see, where is the BFTAA room? I think we're in the Multicultural Center. So we'll find that. If you go to, and we'll get the whole page up, but I want to find it for you before. Let's see, multicultural, that's over this way. Yeah, let's see, let's go there. And you can go to this page. I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. And you can go into the STEM Theater and see our page, but I want to make sure that we let you know where it is and you find us. Okay, I'm there. So let me see if I can guide you through that in real time from the main page. Yeah, this is interesting. But it's good, and you need to learn it like it's a good place to start. And let's copy that. Let me bring this down into the web. And I want you to check it out. Okay, let's see. When you get some time, we'll bring it up right now. There you go. Okay, if you see this page now, and we don't have the whole thing, there it is. Okay. STEM City USA, and this is Kansas City. Now, if you go to the main site of STEM City USA, you can still get here. All you have to do is go to the airport and take a flight, and you'll come down to STEM City, Kansas City. There's also a STEM City in Chicago, or coming soon in Chicago, and I believe Detroit. But right now we have one in Kansas City, and as you go through it, we're in the Multicultural Center, which is over in this direction. Let's see if we can zoom down that way. Go to Interact. Close that. Let's see, Tech News. There we go. Now we'll interact. So if we click on this, we go to the Multicultural Center, and instead of the Gym Theater, we have the STEM Theater. That's right, in the Multicultural Center. So if you want to go in the Multicultural Center, you can enter right here. Now, once inside, hey, it looks like a whole new world. STEM City, Kansas City. And now you see over here, let's see, I can't make that bigger. But you see where it says KUAW BFTAA. I can click on that door, and we actually go into, now you're in KUAW Radio with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. This is the page. You're in here right now. You're a part of STEM City, Kansas City. This is our page. We're going to start bringing live videos in here also. So when we're on the air, we'll also be able to go in here. You can see some of the shows. There's Jessica Lynn, Speaks Life, Lene Gray, some of the other things that are going on that we do. The Truth Be Told, KUAW Radio, All of them are right here. And if you're inside this page, you want to hear KUAW radio, which this is going to probably sound weird if I go to it now, but let's go to it. You're going to probably hear an echo because it's going to have what we're doing right now on this room. So this is one place you can always go to listen to KUAW radio. So if we click on it, oops, just a second, I got to click on it here. You actually now are in KUAW radio's page. So you're right there in KUAW. These are some of the ways you can listen to KUAW radio. This is the online radio box. This is KUAW on TuneIn. This is My Tuner. That's KUAW. And the Radio Garden. All of these are, and this is the right here on our website listen page. So if you click on this, it's playing. So you may be hearing it twice in the background. I hear it on my other program that I have up, but that I don't want to throw you off, so that's a lot. We'll stop it. See if we can pause it. Oh man, it comes alive as soon as you go to it, so I can't pause that one. So this is where you can listen to what's going on. These are some of the ways you can get in touch with it, but it takes you right to our webpage. And you can listen there to what's going on the radio, on KUAW. So that's pretty neat. Now we can back out of that. And let's see, if we back out of that page, we go back here. Excuse me. And let's go back in there. Now, if you see here is the Black Family Technology Association that's up above. Let's see, I don't think I can bring it down where you can see it here. If you were on your own page, let's see, let me see, I might can get it there. There's the Black Family Technology Awareness Association here. Make this a little smaller so we can see everything. And if you click on the Black Family Technology Awareness link or button, you actually go to our page. This is a little bit about the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. You can watch what we do on YouTube. So this is what you get right here. So you can see a little bit of STEM life and what's going on. So that is the STEM City. Well, let me see. Let's go back to the beginning of it. There. This is the page. And you get to it by putting in kansascity.stemcityusa.com. So that's kansascity.stemcityusa.com. And you'll come to this page. You're in Kansas City. You can explore around. So I'll see if I can put that up on text for you. So you'll be able to see a text version of that link. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. You can do it if you go to, https:// but let's say Kansas City dot stemcityusa.com. All right, so that's us. I think I'll change the color of that right now. Let's make it highly visible right there. Okay. And if we bring that up, there you go. So if you want to go to that page that we were just on, this is the way you get there. Kansas City dot STEMcity. US, I typed that wrong. USA, I got USE in there. Hold it. We want to get you right. We're going to send you to the wrong place. Let's see, we'll change that right quick. We'll edit that up a little bit, guys. Got fat fingers there. STEM City USA. There we go. So, to go to that same page and see the Kansas City page of STEM City USA, put in https :/ or / Kansas City .stemcityusa.com. So that's how you get to that page. So you want to check that out and see what's happening there. We're going to actually, like I say, I'm going to be working with them to see about putting some of our shows up on the video part of that page so that we can actually have video that we're producing on there. So that's going to be coming up, but stay tuned. STEM City USA is still working, and we're glad to be a part of it. Now, let me get that off of the screen so that you can check us out. All right, so we're glad that you're here. We want you to continue to come back, be a part of what's going on at KUAW Radio and the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We're going to have some new shows, not some new shows, but some summer-type projects that we've been working on. We're working with some youth at the Boys and Girls Club over on 43rd and Cleveland. They're going to do a broadcast. I just got through talking with some people at the Guadalupe Center. We're going to do a broadcast with young people from the Guadalupe Center. That'll be happening pretty soon. It'll be happening this winter. Their second trimester will be working with the young people over there. And also, we're going to be working again with the Raytown Middle School. So we have all of those young people that are going to be working. Oh, and the people from Freedom School, the De La Salle students that are part of Freedom School, they're going to do a 2-week internship where they'll have Thursdays here, and we're going to have the young people doing some work and learning a little bit about broadcasting and podcasting right here in the studio. So the De La Salle students that are a part of Freedom Schools will be here in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. So we're working with young people. We want to bring them in so they can see and work and learn what's going on with broadcasting, editing, creating videos, creating live motion, because this isn't just a recording. You're seeing me live right now. So we do a live broadcast from this station right here in Kansas City at the WEB Du Bois Learning Center, and we broadcast 6-7 shows a week. We could broadcast more, but we need a little more help working the control board. So if you would like to be a part of the KUAW radio family, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, because it's a lot of work just to do it as one person, but if we had more hands in the fire, it would be a big help. So get in touch with us here. KUAW Radio, hit us up on Facebook, messages, inboxes. Reach out to us, and we'll be glad to work with you. And you can be a part of the KUAW Radio family. Thank you for listening. That is all. This is the BFTAA and More Show. I am your host, Louis George Walker. I will be here again next Monday from 5 to 5:45. Take care. Bye-bye.